Hello and welcome to my video. We are going to mainly focus on my vintage Christmas decorations. These ornaments here, my grandmother handmade. They are very, very old because she made them way before I was born. And there's lots of them. I have sold or gifted a few of them, but I kept a lot of them just because they were so special. But there were so many I just could not keep them all for myself. This is our main entryway, and there's a lot going on here. We may end up moving this ladder later. Down at the bottom here, there's a tissue box holder that was quilted, and then the little reindeer are that quilted porcelain design that you've seen many, many years ago. This toilet paper roll is actually something that my grandmother made, and I've kept it just because it was special. You can pause here if you'd like to read it. But it's toilet paper roll. She made several of them, and I ended up keeping just one. I have this vintage book here, and these beautiful embroidered stockings. I absolutely love this vintage Disney wreath. And then this little ornament here, my grandmother made in 1986, I believe. So I'm not really sure. I just found it in her stuff. And then up here we have some knitted stockings. These bells here my grandmother made, and they're crocheted. My great grandmother made those, sorry. They're crocheted. And then there's another stocking. This is not super vintage, but this was like one of the first Christmas gifts that my husband gave me. So it's super special. And then this is our tree this year. It is not vintage. It is a pre-lit one. And we have some Christmas boxes there. Moving over this way are the original Elf on the Shelf. These were my grandmother's, and these are super old. They are the original, and then this is where we've been keeping our cards. We only have one so far this year. And then over here in the china cabinet, we have the old Christmas ornaments there, and then the really old reindeer from that old movie that was, is it called stop motion? It was like claymation, that old Christmas movie with the abominable snowman over here. This grandfather clock is usually where that ladder sits with the other characters from the movie. But this year we just decided to kind of put it somewhere else and see how that goes. Over here we have this snowman that I got when I was literally a baby. And then these candles were my grandmother's. Are super old. They don't work anymore, but they're sentimental. And then these blocks, that's Halloween, 4th of July, Valentine's Day, Easter, Halloween, and Christmas. So you can change them out every year. I'm not sure how old they are, but I know that my family had them before I was born. And then these are all my little vintage Christmas boxes. And then this little ladybug thing was my grandmother's. I don't know that she made it or what. If anyone knows the history on that, it was old when I was a kid. And my little Hardy's dinosaur. And down here in these two Christmas totes that popcorn come in, the first one is all Christmas gifts and Christmas photos. I keep all my Christmas cards from every year as long as they're like sentimental. And then underneath it is a vintage item from DC's family. Actually gifted this to us, and I greatly appreciate it. We both love it. It is a Santa Claus marching band, and there's all these little drummer boys and Santa Claus that play different songs. It's super cool, you guys, but it's super loud too. And then here are our stockings. We went ahead and kept our dog Megz up, even though we lost her this year, just in memory of her and to honor her. And then the last thing is this welcome sign. It's supposed to have a Christmas tree. We could not find it, so we put the January one on here. These were handmade by somebody, and they did a great job, so I always like to change that out every year.